Here we are again, the annual Peterborough United staff game, this time against some of our wonderful sponsors. The sponsors are in blue, we gave them the home dressing room, and as you'll see in the second half, I'd give them at least 2 goals. A few football fans out there will recognise the Champions League theme music there. Some Arsenal fans may not be familiar with it. That's Horace Jones managing the sponsors team, rocking the shades. Of course, Horace not involved due to a combination of old age and the fact he missed a sitter a few years ago. Before kick-off, not entirely happy with one of the assistant referees rocking a different shirt to the other officials, but as he officiated for free, we'll let him off. Right then, underway. Oh, get out of the way, referee. They always want the limelight. Oh, hello, running backwards is a challenge. What a start by the referee. This is not bad link-up play by the sponsors. It's almost like they had a training session and didn't tell us. Works out wide, and a routine save for our goalkeeper, Lewis Elsom. As you can tell, the atmosphere is electric here at the ABAC Stadium. We really should have got drummer boy Adam Jackson down. Loopy header there, not troubling the keeper. Long ball rubbish by the sponsors. Oh, it seems to have caught out groundsman Dan Selcraig, probably distracted by the grass, and the ball rolls nicely for Lawrence Clark, who finished with a plom. A plom, what a lovely word. Look at Dan Selcraig here, no attempt whatsoever to get back in. Not too sure I'm entirely comfortable with Dan hanging on the crossbar, real chance it could break. The staff team making good progress with Bruno Porfirio into the path of futsal coach and Lee Tomlin lookalike Callum Avent. Looks like Tomo's going down a blind alley there, but hang on, different angle. Still looks like he's got the ball back. Oh, what an effort from Tomo with his left foot. And there is Chris Brewer to fire home and make it 1-1. Unnecessary celebration. Good clean strike from Brewer, who keeps up his record of scoring in every staff game. The sponsors are bouncing back in style. Nice little possession football here. Nice ball out wide. Now Ollie Bullimore could have got a little tighter to stop the cross here. In fact, he doesn't get tight at all. But if we're going to start analysing every piece of defending, we'll spend a good 35 minutes looking back at Selcraig's role in the first goal. Nice glancing header though. Oh, look at this angle. 2 camera positions in use for this game, not big timer out. And it comes back to Gavin Slater. Well, he's a centre-half by trade, and that shows. Remember, this is edited by Tom Stent, so you'd expect to see plenty of unnecessary shots of him involved. This, however, is an attempt by the aforementioned Bruno. I think Frank could have done better there. Sam Gochran, effort from the halfway line. Yeah, leg weights I think required there. Yep, we've got a long throw, and what? Yep, made nothing of it either. Gochran again, you see he actually once played for Posh against Celtic. Haven't heard that story? Ask him, he'll tell you. Stand by for the worst free kick ever. That is just appalling, but anyway, it's been worked out to the aforementioned Stent, who's bottled a shot there, and somehow claimed an assist through a terrible own goal. Total football it is not. Goal it is. There's no need for the dubious goals committee here, mainly of course because when we asked them to have a look at it, they told us to do one. Probably having a little break during the summer. Johnson to Gochran. And finally we pick out the quickest player in our team, physio Danny Paul. Second touch is a tackle, third's a goal. Now you'll see on the replay here, number 99 is kitman Dan Wood, who has no idea how he ended up in the box. He did start that run last year, to be fair. Now then, this is our skipper, Tom Donati, leading by example with a shocking back pass. Thankfully, we've got a decent keeper in this first half, though. Bit scrappy, this. I wouldn't say tackles are flying in. It's a little bit... well, I suppose he flew in, but there wasn't any attempt to play the ball, but it has led to a little bit of a chance thanks to the second camera angle. Gochran jogging though as he picks out Michael Johnson, who provides a neat finish. Was expecting a celebration that involved him getting the guns out, but thankfully he's kept them under wraps. Long cross to the back post here. Now good skills from the Portuguese winger Bruno. Rubbish cross. Oh my days, what am I seeing there? Joe Dent, the nicest guy in football, has gone down in instalments. That's the worst dive I've ever seen. In fact, it's worse on replay. And retrospectively, Joe is now banned for 3 staff games. Gokran with a low shot. Dent closing in, and Dent puts it into the back of the net. Karma has come back to bite him. The offside flag is up. Looked close, but no VAR in operation. Now, you may have noticed that I'm in goal for the second half, and I got 0 protection. I left this one. Know your angles. Now, Gokran was either very, very quick here, or the opposition were very, very slow. I think it's probably a mixture of both. Either way, goalkeeper makes a good save. Now, I refer you back to my earlier statement of 0 protection. Look at this. 0 protection, and that's never a penalty. Never a penalty. I had a pretty good view of it, and to be fair, this is a pretty good spot kick. Postage stamp and all that, first class, great delivery, all the Royal Mail puns. Corner comes in. Now you have to take our word for it here. We win a penalty kick for handball. Quite right too, literally caught it. Stent wanted this pen, and Dent took the pen and rolls it neatly into the corner. As you can see by the replay. Good ball into the channel here from Lee Tomlin for the not so willing runner Dan Selcraig, who in his head lobbed the ball with aplomb over the keeper, but at his feet he put it well wide and then took it out on his own pitch. Thankfully work begins on that pitch very, very soon. Oh, powerful shot from distance and 0 protection from the defenders and the referee, who not only failed to spot him kicking the ball out of my hands, but if you slow it down, and I know you will, it is clearly offside. Now, I do hold my hands up here, both literally and figuratively. I could have done better, but in truth, they were Mark Tyler's goalkeeping gloves, and that is who I'm blaming. Him and my defence for the lack of protection. Now, this guy had some skills, to be fair. He sent our defence for an absolute wobble. But thankfully his finishing open play was as good as my goalkeeping and Joe's diving. What's happening here? Playing out from the back. Oh, suicide pass from Callum Lee Tomlin. Avon look forward, not back. And then not only does Lewis Elsom, an actual keeper, decide to pass it out from the back, but I had 0 protection from the shot. Defending like this is just not acceptable at this level of the game. How many times are we going to see this, Tom? Straight from kickoff. And what do you think, guys? Comment in the box below. Should this have been a red card? I think 10-match ban, personally. The foul is on Speedy Academy physio Dan Paul. Not even a booking issued. Graham Poll would have sent him off twice, but then he did have an issue with cards. And the penalty is tucked away nicely by Matty Dye. How he got the ball from Joe Dent, I've no idea. Here's Matty Dye bringing it out of defence, and he looks up and passes to the quickest man on the pitch. So quick, of course, that the cameraman can't keep up. Danny Paul down the left-hand side. Plays it inside to Gokran, who turns his man and fires low into the back of the net to make it 7-6. Gokran is the assistant manager at Kings Lynn. Bit of information for you football fans out there. Oh, hello, playing out from the back. Didn't see me doing that. Get it, get rid of it. That was my... Oh, you see, this is what happens when you play out from the back. Dye is through, simple goal. Oh, went for the chip, didn't even get a potato. Still playing out from the back. They haven't learned their lesson. Tom Stent with a sort of press. Goalkeeper slips straight to Gokran. Gokran should pass, does pass. Stent, a little bit nervous, fires home and extends the lead for the staff. No left foot, of course. That's what we learned from the replay. Easy left foot finish, goes with the right. Looks like the sponsors are on the attack here. What's going on? Oh, Callum Avett with a crunching tackle wins the ball, but referee Mr. England, and that's his name, not some title, gives a free kick to the sponsors. Floated free kick. Dan Wood hangs in the air in attempt to defend the set piece, but hangs at his own height, and the looping header somehow finds the back of the net. And most importantly, not my fault. Now then, what's going on here? Amy Gore is on the pitch at this stage. Tom Donati, that's just not football. And that is a pretty good finish. You don't say them. 8-8, and it looks like we are heading for penalty kicks here at the ABAC Stadium. But hold on, there's one last chance for the staff team. Played short. Unfortunately, the ball was at the feet of Tom Stent, who could have easily passed the responsibility on to someone either A, better placed, or B, better, but went for the curling effort, and it was neither curling or an effort. Boos at the final whistle, and that's probably because this showpiece is not over. Penalty kicks are required. Thankfully for the staff team, I am not in goal, but unfortunately for the staff team, Joe's hamstring was on the verge of popping, and that is his excuse, and he's sticking to it. Goalkeeper versus goalkeeper. Elsom steps up for Posh and gives the staff team the lead. 1-1. Nice comfortable penalty there. And 2-1 to the staff as Dye makes up for his dreadful attempt earlier. Clark to take his penalty, but he smacks the post. That will teach him for laughing at my goalkeeping. Oh dear, Gokrin hits the post as well. The standard of these penalty kicks are woeful. Even I would have saved that. Stent, who wanted the penalty earlier in the game, proves why he shouldn't have taken the penalty earlier in the game. What a save by Elsom, but hang on a minute, the assistant referee is flagging. My word, they're taking it seriously. Robbed. Elsom was fuming with that decision, and the chip down the middle won't help his mood either. I mentioned Joe Dent's hamstring, and no excuses there. And there we go, the sponsors win on penalty kicks, but nobody cares about penalty kicks. It was 8-8, a draw, and if we're completely honest, they should have been down to 10 men. All goals against me were offside, and the officials screwed us. Same time next year. Thank you to the sponsors and the officials for giving up their time, and to Mark Tyler for lending me the gloves. No real need, didn't use them.